The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Bring in the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Now the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab deep. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. To throw, it's Kane. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They look pretty good on this drive. They're marching the football down the field, but on that critical 3rd down, the D coordinator dials it up, the pass rush at the right time, trusting his guys up front to get it done, and they're able to get the sack.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They get to him as he throws. Makes a connection. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, but he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
They'll run the counter. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll try the counter, finding open areas. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. It's a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense is going draw. The back tries to bounce it to the outside, but look at all the defenders on that play, how they were able to shed their blocks and run. They were able to get hats to the football and force a tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Aller. And a sack all the way back at the 5. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. Fighting off the defender. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent.
Turning it on! Past the 50. At the 30. Inside the touchdown, Penn State! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Oh my, he just shanked that one. He won't be able to return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air, it's Aller. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it it at the 11.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Gets it out quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Soft spot in the middle. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Send the tight end in motion. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's King. He rifles one deep down the right side. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
That chunk play has them in business. Set up with a first down in the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to... It's a fake. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them. A stop. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. We'll see them really hit the speed on first down off the play fake. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Aller. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Nittany Lions in the hurry out. Looking downfield on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Complete to the right. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the third or fourth read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that want to be involved in the passing game.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's King. Unloads it left. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Martin. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. back to work on offense now. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away.
It's a running room. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense rolls back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Finds some fresh air. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create.
There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Once he got some room, it was over.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Pressure coming. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Looking to the big tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
try to throw for it. Buys a little extra time. Got a man. It's Rutherford. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Kane. It's complete.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Rivers. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So they only had to move the ball 30 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Delivers the stiff arm. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He has the first and still on his feet. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass. It's Aller. The throw to the outside is complete. At the 35, he's open. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the red zone, looking for a man. quickly complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run in the red zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Quarterback moving. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on third and goal.
A drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and get...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Kane. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're putting their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something.
Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally gets a stop there, but a big reason why they've got the lead right now is because of this dude toting the rock. And, David, it just seems like he's been getting better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, and the defense all night, no answers. I mean, he's shown you a little bit of everything, whether it's inside, whether it's outside, whether it's outrunning people or breaking tackles. This guy's been a game wrecker.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Finding an escape route. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Oh, that's frustrating for a defense. 3rd and long, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. Great play call. Catch him off guard. First down for the offense.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
quick handoff. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
team in the land to lean on the energy from the home crowd and knock off the #1 team in the country. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He's got an open man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking for a gap. It's Hemby. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Running to Green. Powers through the defender. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Here's the pressure. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
On the run, it's Black. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. see who it's on. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Offense in a split backfield. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running back searching for a hole. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Simpson. Release to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Looking for a huge play. He's got it. Touchdown, Alabama! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Reads it, fires complete. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking for space. It's Hemby. Oh, he's got some space. Hits him with a stiff arm. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Simpson. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, if you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there. But give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. give it on the inside. Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got the quick pass. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give on the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Can't get him to the ground. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
That's reeled in. It's Horton. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Makes the grab inside the 30. He's loose down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And I just love the execution execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle, it's Hemby. At the 35, he's got room. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Hoosiers are in the hurry up. Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. And he will score! Touchdown, Indiana!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Horton. They pick up the first down, they'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Horton. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Moving away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Right on the money. Turning it on. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught on the outside, it's Williams.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to throw, it's Simpson. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones. You got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays in the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Might be calling a hot route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Here's the heat. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looking to throw at Simpson. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And
They've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for him.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds the tight end. There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Mendoza. And it's picked off at the goal line. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
He'll start this drive firing. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open, man, zone. I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they're going to continue to highlight this guy in the passing game.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it on the right. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cuevas. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Let's go. Looking to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And the Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it on the right. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And here comes the offense on second down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Inside the 40. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late. Game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Fires one high and deep. He's got it. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Alabama Alabama pushing the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Cuevas. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gonna look downfield again. Bringing the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quarterback making adjustments. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Here comes the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Listen, this offense right now is trailing by multiple possessions. They've given up back-to-back sacks. The #1 priority on this next play has got to be pass protection. Whether that means you leave extra guys in to give this QB an opportunity to throw it downfield, you got to do it because you're not going to have a chance to win if he keeps getting hit like that.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Across the 45. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Hoosiers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They go to the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Miller. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Holds it in. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They get to the line quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. One more play to pad the stats. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.